Well, hello there, good people. This is Powerhouse Paper Airplane Rogers, and doing another tutorial tonight. This tutorial will be the prototype bomber, and it's called prototype bomber because I never named it. So, if anybody wants to name it, put some names out there, some kind of suggestions, please. And my back is killing me, so I'm trying to do my best. I've been out of it for a while. There's a lot of things happening that put people on the back burner for a while of doing things. Gotta drink a good cup of kratom. I love kratom. Even though it tastes like crap, it makes you feel good. So, tapes and scissors. So it says you're gonna need around 4 sheets of paper. Really though, it's 4 pieces of paper of how I do it, because you know me, I kind of waste paper really, but whatever it takes to make something pretty nice. So, first sheet of paper, we're gonna start off in a landscape mode. So, well, first, let's go ahead and hold this down a little bit. Right here. Okay. Then we're going to fold it this halfway, or we'll fold it across. This. Okay. Got that. Now, fold this. Oops. This even. Yeah, I haven't really made the prototype bomber that much. I've only made 2 of them actually, and I made them differently. This one I'll make how the green one is on the video or on the flight, which I actually need to do a real flight of that. Maybe even a rubber band launch of the aircraft. The rubber band flights are amazing with that. Okay, so then take this right here. This aircraft has nothing, doesn't really require too much of anything really special. Alright, so after we've done all of that, now this kind of goes in a fold. Take this. About right there. Alright. Okay, so we have that. Okay, now before we put the internals right here, we're going to take these and we're going to fold this up. Well, fold this. Let's see how much I need it. So I'll fold that right here. Okay, so see, this is going to almost just about line up with here. Hopefully it won't be too different on this side, but yeah, or you can flip it back over and fold if you want, but that kind of, I don't know, that messes it up more for some reason, so I just kind of eye it and do the exact same on the other side. It's down. Kind of make it as even as possible. Right. So, why are we doing this, you may ask? Well, because this aircraft's you have to build the wings separately for this airplane. So this is a lot different than from the bird type. Okay, so now we're going to lay this right here for now. I can grab it, I just can't get this paper. This thin paper is so hard to grab. Okay, so now I'm going to take my other sheet of paper. So now we're going to make the internals for it. So, you don't have to have the internals going all the way here. You can have them right here, but you do need internals to strengthen this part of your aircraft. You will need that. Now, you could get away with it, but I wouldn't chance it. I wouldn't do that. Let's fold this paper. About a quarter of the way down. Alright, let's see. So, line this here. Alright, so when I fold this, it should be, so it may come evenly right there. As you can see. So now, okay, so now we cut out the internals. Yeah. Internals on it. And I probably won't be even halfway done with this aircraft tonight because I don't have that much time. This aircraft takes it takes a while to make. It may take, I'm going to try and do 2 videos, but it may possibly take 3. The aircraft usually you really want to coat this aircraft. I mean, but I'm not going to do that. Because I know a lot of you guys don't like that. So, but I always coat my aircraft because it strengthens them. They last much longer and they just fly better. I do. So after we get that, now, if you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and build the internals. So this. And I think you guys seen the internal video already for the bird type one, so you already know. Let's see. I try not to really get too. I try to get way out there technical with my aircraft because I want them to be something that everyone can make, and not really, veer off from them being a paper airplane anymore. Like adding stuff that doesn't really, necessarily adding stuff that other kids wouldn't be able to afford. So just stuff that they would have laying around in their house. Stuff that they don't have to really go to the store and buy. So that's why you don't see me using like some type of sticks or, the popsicle sticks you buy at the store or something. Like some kids, they just can't, go out there and get that. And even though it doesn't cost a lot to some people, to some other people, I mean, they don't really have money to go and do that. So that's why I build all my internal parts out of paper. And the only thing that really, if anything, I mean, yeah, you got to go out my paper. I mean, you use regular like scrap paper if you want. It doesn't really matter. But I mean, buying the tape and all that. I mean, tape's not too much. But I'm not making it where you got to go buy tape. You got to go buy popsicle sticks. You got to buy other this and that. And at the end of the day, when you get that stuff, it kind of throws it away from being a paper airplane. So, like if I want to do a competition and I have one of my airplanes that is coated in tape, they're going to be like, okay, we can't use that aircraft because the aircraft is coated in tape, so we're going to get disqualified. I'm like, okay, great. Alright, this is a little long because this is, so I'll just cut this. But like I'm saying, like, they said they would disqualify you for that. So look, when this is too long, because I was being stupid and forgot they are longer once you fold them. If they were like, okay, well, your aircrafts are nice, but you can't do this competition because you're only required just a little piece of tape, or you can use glue. And there's some Japanese. There are some Japanese show. I don't remember the name of the show. I'll have to look it back up. But there is a show I watched, and some people built aircrafts going after John Collins' record, and which they did really well. And they used just paper and glue, and so they even made the ribs and stuck the ribs together as one piece. And I can do that because like I said, my aircraft, all I have to do is substitute the tape for glue, and I'm great. But if there's other people that are using other stuff that they got to stick like um, popsicle sticks or some kind of plastic piece in there, you're not gonna have that. You're gonna be out of luck. You're just not gonna be able to participate in it because you didn't think outside of the box. I mean, well, I guess some other things are thinking outside the box, but yeah. So that's why I choose to do the tape thing, because I can always substitute it for glue and I'm straight. But yeah, I was getting a little off topic there. But the prototype bomber is a pretty good bomber, but I haven't really built it for a while because I made a better bomber. I don't even remember what I named it. Oh, you know what? I always forget it. It was the Zimus. Yeah, I made a new Zimus bomber, which is more reliable, I think, than the Proto. It doesn't take as long to build. Only bad thing about that is it is using cardstock, so you would have to use some cardstock. I think you could get away with using some paper, but it might need to be at least 28 weight paper, not that 20 weight. The paper right now, the lightest paper I use is 24 paper, 24 weight. I don't go any lighter than that. It's 20 weight paper. Oh my god, I made some pretty good planes with that, but that's so fragile. That aircraft's dead within a couple of seconds, especially if you're flying it outside and it's not coated in tape or anything. Oh my god, that plane won't last at all. Some people are like, man, why do you make your plane so heavy? They just doesn't stay in the air longer if it's made out of something light. And that's kind of true, but it's not that true, because if you think about it, like, I've even made aircraft out of just a simple schoolyard paper airplane out of 32 weight, and I made one out of 20 weight, and they stay in the air for about the same time. There was nothing different about it. So yeah, if you get up there into heavier airways, like if you get into cardstock paper and you make like a schoolyard airplane, yeah, it's not going to do all that well. Most of my airplanes, they're more of a flying wing or lifting body type, so they don't have that problem. So after you get these internal structure in there, as you see, now fold this. So let's see if we can get this. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, but we're still not done, guys. So we gotta leave that right there. So now what I need to make is, now I need to make the boom for the aircraft, basically. The tail, whatever. I forgot what it was called. The closest thing I'm gonna get to having a fuselage on this plane. So what I'm gonna do now is this piece of paper is going to be folded. You could do it. Fold it all the way down. In half. So let's get over and fold it all the way down in half. This. Then it doesn't matter either side, because we only need one half. Only one part's gonna work anyway. So fold this equally. Like that. Okay. Now we're going to cut this. Like so. Okay, now this thing, I'm not gonna laugh y'all butts off. It's basically the same thing as the internal. but just a lot more work to it to make this. So all of it are obviously the same. But we're going to take it a step further. So once you have that, now we're going to take your scissors, kind of go down like that with it, on both sides, because you're going to make this really tight so it can be strong. Because after you do that, we're going to do the other side. This side. Alright. Okay. Now, just like that, do the same thing. Yeah, fold it over one more time, guys, and that's what's going to be hard, so hard. Luckily, this is 24 weight, not 28 or 32 weight. I don't think I'll be doing this with 32 weight. There's no way. So take this other one, we'll fold that. You basically just going to work this one. You don't have to fold it all the way. You could. As long as you get that shape you want, because it's going to pop back out. I heard somebody outside say something. I was about to go get my gun. You know, you gotta be careful. Don't trust everybody. There's some monsters in this world. Alright, so this. Okay, so now we got that, and it is. Whew, boy, is it strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're going to stick it up in here. Like so. This is actually going to be like a keel kind of. This is going to strengthen this part of the aircraft. You got to make sure you got this right, guys. Just like, remember last time I did it, the bird typing, it was like off so badly. So yeah, I gotta make sure I know where I'm at with this. So it's supposed to, I don't know why the bird type didn't work, but yeah, it's supposed to go in with this line, which is doing now, but with the bird type, it didn't. But it's supposed to be with this line and be straight. So I don't know what I did wrong last time. So I was rushing things, not really paying attention. Don't do that, guys. Not a good idea. Take my tape here. Also, guys, I'm not sponsored yet, but pound for pound, the best tape that I use for coating my aircraft, taping them, Doug brand tape. Like their packaging tapes, just their tapes. So good, guys. It's so good. And that tape that I have out, that tape you guys see me with, that changes colors and is like really shiny and beautiful. Made by them. Made by these guys. I mean, that tape feels unreal. Like, I had one guy, one of my neighbors, he comes and watches me fly my planes, and he went down the woods to go get one of my planes for me, and it was the first time I guess he ever touched one. I don't know why, and wasn't anything special, but he had touched my airplane and brought it to him. He's like, oh my god, it's so smooth. Why is it so smooth? And it was so funny. He was just at all like, whoa, this thing is really smooth. Alright, so we get this tape. This tape probably not big enough to really the whole thing, but at least we can get it on the top part and make sure it's lined up. It looks, yeah, it's pretty lined up. Go ahead and get this on here. To tape adhere to the paper. Okay. Pretty good, but not good enough yet because you guys don't like coating your planes all the way, because I don't know why. I don't know why, guys. You should want to coat your planes. It's really good. But yeah, so like I was saying, my neighbor, he got my aircraft back, and he was like, and it was the double R8. I rubber band launched it, and he was watching it do a it was because I put extra weighted CG in it, which is other paper, and I had shot it in the air, and it came down, and it was doing kind of like, you know what the F-22 does when it does the leaf, the falls like a leaf. It was doing that, and he was just like so at awe with it, like just amazed by it. So whenever I do like an airplane, he's always outside. He's like, oh my god. He's like, oh my god, you're flying one now. He just loves watching it. I remember also I did one of the Ultra Delta Megas, the Ultra Delta Dactyl, and he was like, I think it was like he saw one of my pure flying wing aircraft. He's like, that thing will never fly. Flying wing aircraft don't work all that great. He's like, that's paper, that won't work. I'm like, it'll work. The funny thing about it was I had my son here with me, and I couldn't get it to fly yet. And he was like, yeah, I told you it wouldn't work. My son was like, hey Dad, why don't you put both of the flaps up on each wing? And so I'm like, well, that's not gonna work. I was like, let me do it. What I have to lose. I did it, flew perfectly. My son's like, told you. So, but I don't have my son here a lot. I mean, I get my kids every other weekend, and not my choice. My ex-wife left me for somebody, but it's a different story. But my son goes to a military school too, and he actually wanted to go to military school. They have the education is just overall better, and he could just he's doing really well there, and he wants to be a aeronautical engineer, because being a little kid's always seen me make paper airplanes. He's always been like at awe with it, and he to this day he still loves it. But he also loves basketball too, and he's really tall. He's like 6'2" or so now. Now I'm like 5'11", and he's 14. So yeah, it's embarrassing. He can take a basketball and like, if you ever see people take the basketball and just hold it like that, hold it straight. He can do that, and I tried, and I just couldn't do it. He's like, yeah, Dad, you can't do it. Those little baby fingers. Look at your little. That was just so embarrassing. But anyway, so we got this. We're gonna take this other tape here, and we're going to lock this piece down. Oh, I got it. I have to put some more to make it even, so we're not coating the airplane. Use all the tape I can without actually using too much. But yeah, it's just had some funny, like crazy funny stories, and I know you guys probably can't hear me too well because my phone's a piece of crap, because I dropped it on the pavement, and now the volume for when I record, I have to basically scream just to be heard a little bit, and you can't even. It just sucks so bad. I need a new phone so bad. One of these days. Repeat the same process. Got that tape to here. God, when tape sticks to paper, oh my god, it feels so. I don't know. I just love that feeling so much. Yeah, I know it sounds dumb, but that's what I like. Okay, so these two really weren't too much the same, but they're very even because I don't really take the time. But I hope you guys take the time. I'm just giving you a rough estimate or example of the aircraft, and but when you guys make yours, just take your time, please, and get yours as perfect as possible. We're only human, so we're not perfect, but just try to get it as perfect as possible. Okay, so probably this part I want to put some more tape, because it's going to be relying on this tape right here to hold the body together, because it doesn't have the other tape actually coating it to keep it together. So we do that. Let's see, that's good so far. Spoon's pretty good. Still putting it out here yet. I don't have to open it, but we will open this at a certain point in time. And now, I don't know, should I do the head part? Because, oh my god, the head part takes so long. to do so much for it. It's really heavy. Let me do that. And let me get some more for my tea. From, I don't know. Well, I got the OPMS kratom, but it's from Asia. This is for you. It helps me calm my nerves and focus on what I need to get done. Because I've been letting you guys down. And I should do that. Alright, so anyway, have another piece of paper in landscape mode. Nothing different. Same thing. I'll fold this paper now. Okay. You see we're folding it again. Okay. Alright, guys. I hope you guys can see it. I don't know because I can't really see my camera, but my phone. But then this. Oh yeah, guys, and please, guys, again, please, guys, check out my other friends' channels if you could. Like I said, Yellow Ace 13A is really good, and he's going to school to be an aeronautical engineer. He knows a lot of the math in aircraft. He can draw them really well. He draws them really well before he even makes them. And he puts a lot of effort into his planes, guys. So, please, guys, if you look at my channel, can you guys look at his channel too? And because he does live streams every Friday, I believe, at 4 o'clock. Just be on the lookout for it. But remember, it's capital Y 13 and a capital A. And just check out his work, guys, because he really deserves the viewers, and I want him to have a bigger view base, because YouTube is just, I don't know, well, I can't say it's YouTube, but people don't, I don't know, it's just like, people watch stuff that's like a new dance move, or just something that's like, is popular, but stuff that people like really work really hard to get out there and share something beautiful that they do. They're trying to share it with the world, and like it doesn't get appreciated too much, and that really kills me. He deserves more views than what he's getting. So just give him a chance, guys, for the love of God. And then check out If Pack. I don't know if I ever say the name right, but and then I remember I spelled it for you guys one day, and it was totally wrong. Well, it totally wrong, but I put a K on it. It was what was it? IVPAC, and he has some really good aircraft too. He makes he has some really great designs, and he keeps them on the traditional paper airplane way, but he really advances them to a different level, and they fly for a long time. I remember he did a video, and someone wrote on the comments, "Can I fly to Paris on that thing?" And it went so far. It was really great, guys. It was amazing, and I just love all these guys that do like what I do too. Like I have something in common with somebody, and it really brings a lot of just makes me appreciate what I do, and not make me feel like, oh crap, no one likes this, I'm so alone, why am I doing this? But it makes me feel good. I really like what I do, and even though it is just paper, to me, it's a lot. It really means a lot. And there's other things that people do out there to get more attention that's requires less, just less knowledge and just throwing something together. Really take the time out to build these airplanes and then fly them, and just they don't do good. Give up on it. You keep going. Okay, so this is the head unit. Holds the nose, which is actually like a paper airplane. If I wanted to, I could put some fins and fly it. But this is the nose for it. I don't remember which way I'm supposed to cut it. I think it might be this way. Let me check. Cut it that way. Voila, it is. So have it and then get an angle. You can do it the other way, but it doesn't work that well when you do that. So this will be the head. Now, depending on if I want it to be this long, you can cut some more. You're gonna put it in here, like always. It's really gonna see how it's coming together now, guys. You see it. But the head units on these are more complicated than the other ones, and it's because of the weight. It needs that extra weight in there. So now I got this paper that we'll need, the scrap paper. Also, guys, NAS Aero Systems, so NAS Aero Systems, and he's great aircraft too. And by the way, IFPAC and NAS Aero Systems are actually formed